Okay guys, gonna do one more quick review or showing of one of my guns. This time it's an ICS Galil that I've converted to a DMR based off of the Israelis' Galatz. So the first thing I did was build the wood handguard and stock with the adjustable cheek rest. It's hard to do with one hand, so I'm not going to show you right now. It has the full trades on it. Unfortunately, it does say 5.56 on it, and it has the full select auto. But there's such nice trades done in the Hebrew that I didn't want to fill them in and block them out to make it look more legit. I can live with that little bit of inconsistency. I've modified the M14 Meg so it looks at first glance like it shoots a more realistic round. I also have the Harris style bipod mounted on it, and up front I have it's the Scar Masada style suppressor that I had from my Magpul Masada. I just put it on here because I knew I had it, and I knew it actually does suppress the gun a little bit, so went ahead and put it on here. The scope was kind of a challenge. I don't know what brand this scope is. It says Leopold on the bottom, but I'm having, I really doubt it's a legit Leopold scope. I ordered it off of eHobby, and I think I just scored really well with it. It is a 3 to 10 power by 50 millimeter, and it has a triple illumination. It will light up in red, green, and blue. Mounting it was a different story though. At first I built this rail on here and mounted it to that, but the upper receiver on most AKs has kind of got a little bit of play in it, which is just amplified dramatically inside the scope. So what I had to do was order an AK-47 style scope mount, but because this gun doesn't have any actual mounts for it, I had to drill and tap these two 6mm holes for it into the lower receiver. Now it's pretty solid, and I don't have to worry about my scope moving at all. Internally, I've done quite a bit of work to this. In here, it has an SHS, or sorry, my bad. It's got a matrix high torque motor, and those turn SHS high torque gears. Pulls back a SHS 14 tooth piston with a garter and 130 spring. It has an Element ball bearing spring guide. It's got a Prometheus ball bearing piston head attached to that piston. The cylinder's been polished. The gears have all been polished. I also replaced the air nozzle with a air seal type nozzle, an O-ring nozzle. Replaced the bucking with a Garter 70 hop-up bucking. The barrel is a 603 Mad Bull, and it only goes to here, because if it went all the way to here, then I would lose my suppress effect, and that's still like 515 millimeters of barrel, which is plenty. I have redone the wiring. It has a MOSFET now, and I run this off an 11.1 LiPo, which normally fits inside here, but in order to get this off, I have to pull the scope mount off, and then I'd have to zero my scope every time. So what I did is I came up to the gas block, and on the bottom of it I drilled and tapped 2 more holes. I punched out the pins that hold it in and just got rid of those. So now I just back these 2 screws off. This whole thing slides forward, the gas block comes off, and I've hollowed out the top of it, or the bottom half of this gas block, so that my 11.1 stick LiPo will fit in there. I'm guessing this gun shoots about 550 FPS with 20s. I run 30s in it, 36s. It depends on what I have at the time. I honestly don't use it a lot. I don't really like this roll, but I do like the gun. Tell me what you guys think. This was one of my more extreme mods too. I do want to still change this pistol grip out. The problem I'm having is finding one that actually fits that I like. I want to do like a PSG-1 style, but the M4 grips are just a little bit shorter. It comes down to about here, so I'd have to manufacture something on top of it. Or I might just make a whole new grip out of wood to match the stock and the handguard. Anyways, there's another one of my guns. I hope you guys like it. Go ahead and leave me messages if you want, comment, and let me know what you think. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for looking.